YouTubies, fellow YouTubers, all that jazz. It's Zura, here for another Bjd Addicts prompt. I know it's been a long while since I've posted anything, but I've been busy with trying to find a job because I need money. And I've been sick, but I've been getting better. Much better. And I figured I would post a video today. My dolls are here. There's Lorelai. She's changed an outfit and she's now wearing like a sweatery, wintry type thing, and Penryn with her awesome face up. She's looking pretty fantastic, and Yumi is in her chair in the thing. She kind of blends in now because she's in pink. She's super duper cute. So all my dolls are here, but today I'm doing prompt number 8, and it's the stigmas and stereotypes in the Bjd hobby, which is a little bit of a hot button sometimes. But I'm kind of gonna break it up into 2 different categories today. Number 1, like for the hobbies that are like the stigmas and stereotypes I've been getting. For the first half, it's like non-dolly people, and then the second half, I guess I'm gonna do dolly peoples. So the first half, in the doll hobby, just like for doll hobbies in general, it's kind of a blanket almost of stereotypes and stuff. So I guess I've been getting it from people that, like, with the doll hobby, what I'm really wanting instead of a doll is a baby. Yeah, I get that because I'm married and don't have kids. So people automatically assume that, oh, she just wants a baby, that's why she's getting dolls and isn't do dolls. So no, that's not true at all, because I'll tell you why later, but no, that's not true. I don't want a baby right now. My husband and I actually want to go to Dragon Con this year, which is in like September. So if I got pregnant right now, I would not be able to go attend that wonderful con. So no, I don't want a baby right now. The other one is that I'm just replacing my friends with my dolls, which, you know, some of my dolls actually take on some characteristics of my friends just because, you know, I might be inspired by everyday life and personalities, but I in no way want to replace my friends with my dolls. There's a reason why my friends are in my life. There's a reason why I want to talk to my friends all the time. I don't want to just sit there and talk to an inanimate object. I would like to have some sort of human companionship in my life. And, you know, in the doll hobby, I've even made a lot of friends. So, obviously, I want to have human peoples as friends and not just dolls. That would be kind of sad because nobody would ever talk to you. I'd probably start hearing voices. Well, more voices than usual. No, just kidding. But that's another one of them. Another one I got was, it's just a phase. You know, you'll grow out of the phase. You won't keep doing it. Well, I've kind of proven that one wrong because it's been like, what, a year, almost 2 years now that I've been in the doll hobby, and I haven't really grown out of it. In fact, I've been wanting to get more dolls. So, obviously, it's not just a phase. There's always that playing with dolls at your age thing. I get that one a lot. I think everybody who is in this doll hobby really gets it a lot, and it's kind of annoying. But you know, I don't really play with them. You know, I view them as models for photography and artwork. So I really don't like sit there and go, hey, how are you today? And, oh, I'm okay. You know, I don't do that. Nothing against people who do that, because I'm sure there are people who do that and feel comfortable doing that. I just don't. So, it's just a stigma and stereotypes that I've been getting that I don't really fit. And then the other one is, Asenva even talked about it in her prompt 8 about Barbies. They're just like Barbies. Well, Monster High dolls are about the same size as Barbies. For size comparisons, let's just show you what the sizes are. If I sit this Monster High doll, which is basically the size of a Barbie, Monster High doll, right next to Penguin, there is a slight size difference there. Slight size difference. Not only that, with Barbies, you can't really change their eyes, and they aren't as posable. Monster High dolls are pretty posable, though. Well, more than Barbies, anyway. And also, I have a very, very tiny. My tiny is a little bit smaller than a Kelly doll. So, Barbie, I think not the same size at all. So, that kind of dispels that whole Barbie size stigma stereotype thing, because I've been told by some of my other relatives, friends, etc. Oh my god, my cat, seriously. That if the BJDs are really expensive, why don't you just go buy a Barbie? Because they're cheaper and easier to get. No, I don't want the Barbie. No. And then, of course, you get the whole creepy dolls thing. Which, I can understand a phobia of dolls and stuff like that. But I don't go waving my dolls in people's faces. Ever. I occasionally post them to my Facebook for people who are interested in the hobbies and things that I do. Because, they're my friends and relatives on there that are interested in it. If you're one of those people that has a phobia, you can always unfriend me, click off of it, scroll past it. You don't even have to look at it, so harassing me about how scared you are of dolls is not going to do anything to me, so sorry. I'm sorry I scared you because of my doll. But that's another one I've gotten. And, yeah. And so, yeah, I've got my computer, so it helps me. And then I have so those are basically most of the basic ones that I've gotten that could blanket any kind of doll hobby. That's about it for that. And then now it's on to the, hobby part of the prompt of stereotypes and stigmas. Cheap versus expensive dolls. Stupidest thing ever. I hear it a lot, of the whole Resin Soul Babobi is cheap, and, there's starter dolls and stuff like that, and I have a couple of starter dolls, to be honest, and I've had a doll that was super expensive that I recently sold because I couldn't bond with him. I wasn't a fan of him as much. He was really cool and he had scales and stuff, but I never bonded with him. And also, I've come to find that sometimes the more expensive the doll is, the crappier the quality. Like, with Soom, they don't sand their seams. Sometimes it's for obvious reasons, like it's a colored resin or something like that. But at the same time, it's like, well, then how come Resin Soul and Babobi have colored resin and they can get away with getting rid of seams for you, Sometimes I've come to find that a lot of the higher end companies or the big name companies tend to overcharge people for some of their things, and also their dolls tend to have deformities in the resin, you know. They tend to have really ridiculous seam lines that other doll companies like Doll Love or Bobobi or whatever doesn't have. So I don't know if it's just the way the company is, if it's the name brand and that's what you're paying for, which it very well could possibly be. I mean, like, I have a $5 t-shirt on and somebody else could have the exact same looking thing, which obviously I don't think they would, but I could have the exact same t-shirt and be paying X amount because it's name brand. So, I don't know if that's the case, but cheap versus expensive dolls, it's crap, and I don't, yeah. I mean, I sold my really expensive doll that's like $1,200 because I couldn't bond with him, and I kind of got bored with him, to be honest. Like, it was just like, oh, well, he's cool. So, that's my kind of take on it. Another stereotype I've noticed is like the Yuri Yaoi type characters, or like the girly boy dolls or whatever. I'm okay with it, you know, because they're Asian ball jointed dolls, so you have the whole, you know, Asian dolls. So they have to be part of, like, a lot of them are, you know, of the culture. So they, you know, I mean, I'm not really a huge fan of Yuri and Yaoi. I mean, I never really have been, even in manga or anime shows. I'm kind of like, okay, I'm gonna fast forward through this part. This is boring. I don't get it, but, you know, there's fan people out there, and I think that's cool, you know, whatever you're into, you go for it, kid. And, like, girly boy dolls, my only deal with girly boy dolls, like, people who dress their boy dolls as girls, is I'm cool with it. I don't care. Your doll could be a cross-dresser. They could have 10-foot heels. I do not care. My problem is when you get mad at me for me saying I like your girl doll. I don't mean it in an offensive way. I just say I thought it was a girl doll because it was dressed up in, you know, sweet Lolita, you know? I don't know, because a lot of the ball jointed dolls I've noticed have, like, the nice features that are like a slim, feminine styled face, which is perfectly fine. You know, there are men that have that style face, but it's still, it looks feminine and it's put in female clothes, so I'm gonna automatically think it's a girl, and then you get mad at me. Don't blame me for your feminine looking doll. I'm gonna obviously call it a girl, and I don't mean to offend. But that's my deal with that. One of the other kind of things that drives me nuts is I've heard somebody, like, I've seen some posts on, like, Tumblr and stuff where people have talked about, like, what is it, the weeaboo or whatever, the person who's not of Asian descent or Japanese descent or whatever, who likes Japanese or is trying to be Japanese or something like that, by naming their doll a Japanese name or a Asian name, you know? Like, who's to say that their doll isn't a Japanese style character or from Japan or from, you know, you don't know their doll's backstory. Why are you calling that person that racial slur or whatever because they want to name their doll like Haru? My cat's name is Mitsuki, for crying out loud. I like the names. I like Asian names. I think that it's a wonderful language and it's a great culture, you know? That's why I name my characters that. Penrin is not an Asian name. Yumi is, though, because I fell in love with the show Puffy Yami Yumi when I was a little kid on Cartoon Network. And that's how I got Yumi's name. So, I mean, it just, that's the kind of thing that drives me nuts, is when you start bringing race into ball jointed dolls. I mean, I understand, you know, it's going to be part of the hobby because, hello, we're human beings. so it's going to be part of the crap we deal with on a day-to-day basis. But it's still, why would you say something like that? That's the kind of thing that drives me nuts. Why you would stereotype somebody based on the name of their doll, or the style of their doll, or whatever, you know? That kind of crap drives me nuts, and don't do it. Not good. But that's my, this video is ridiculously long again. Damn it. I'm trying to do better, but apparently I'm very long-winded. But those are all the, stigmas, stereotypes in the BJD hobby that I've had to deal with, I guess. So, hopefully your hobby's going better than mine, so my cat's meowing, so I have to do more videos, though. I am planning on doing more videos tonight, so see you soon. Bye!